Good morning, folks. Just getting out on the water at daylight, and that fog is thick. I like it like this, though. You can pull that sneak attack on that mama bass. She won't even see that lizard flying at her. It'll just land right there in her bed. So I haven't fished this lake this year, but these bass should be pulled up on the bank spawning. We got about 75-degree temperature days, so I'm planning on getting up there on the bank, looking for shallow water beds and fishing our typical springtime lures like magnum lizards, chatterbaits, things like that. So let's see if we can get on a pattern early this morning, and I'll kind of try to break it down with you guys as I figure it out. Here we go. Little book bass. Come on, here, somewhere to start the day off. And got the old male off the bed. Let's get back in there and see if that big female's sitting in there. Pound and a half, good way to start it. You all know the technique. I just take this magnum lizard every spring, dip the tail down in chartreuse. I'm using a pumpkin lizard. Just take that tail and get it real good and green and chartreuse. And those bass love it. They're not going to let a big lizard or salamander around those beds this time of year. So, perfect bait, perfect time of year. Here we go. Got one. Oh, what is this? Looks like another male. Putting up a little fight, though. I'll take it. Yeah, that's a big, pretty good size male. You can tell though, no eggs, no fanning. Starting off with two males. A male man. Gotta get one of them big females though. There he is. God, that's very rare for me, especially using this strand line. I had just retied after I caught that second male, but I guess I had a nick in the line somewhere a little bit further up. I just didn't know it. But I got a good line, good knot tied now. That felt like a good female too, so hope I didn't miss out on a big fatty. So guys, just talk real quick about the conditions. This is a perfect setup. You can see we have a light wind blowing into this bank, and I'd say it's about 5 miles an hour. And you need just a little bit of chop on the water. You don't want it dead slick calm whenever you're fishing this technique, because when those fish are sitting up there shallow, anything will spook them that comes in and lands on top of the water like that. So I'm gonna fish this technique with soft plastic without a weight until the wind picks up to about 10 miles an hour, and then I'll swap over to a chatterbait. So that's gonna be my plan of attack this morning. Here he is, with the toe dangler technique. Got him, oh my gosh! That was a giant. That was the one I was after. Did I break off? Dadgummit. The toe dangler technique on the lizard. Man, that was a giant female right there. I dangled it and I thought I saw something swirl at it. And then I dropped it back down in, and this big female just shot up and grabbed it. My goodness. Let's look at a replay of that. Here he is, with the toe dangler technique. Man, guys, that is the second break off for me today. That is just tough. My goodness, I've been waiting for that bite all morning. I finally got it on the toe dangler technique. I guess it's lizard dangler. Man, I just happened to have it right over there. I guess the line just frayed right there on the edge of that limb. I still love it though. Love that technique. Anytime I get a bite doing that, it's the best way you could ever get a bite. There he is. Got her. Got her this time. Wonder if that's that same fish. It's that big female in the same exact spot. Strip and drag. Big mama. Gosh, look at this fish. My goodness. Talking about having some strength. Gosh. This is incredible. Giant. This is what I've been waiting for right here. Goodness. Don't have a net. Don't need to net it. I'm just gonna wait on her to wear her down. Come on up here, big girl. I wonder if that was you that bit my lizard just a minute ago. Hey, talking about strong. Giant. Look at that, folks. Finally got her. Man, that is just a beauty. That's one of the strongest fish I've fought in a long time. Caught her right up there on the bank in the bed. I don't know if that's the same one. I retied, tied my lizard back on. Got her. Don't see any other hook in her mouth, so I guess it wasn't. That's just a good little stretch of bank right here. Man. Hey guys, check this out. I wonder if this is a tagged fish right here. Never seen that before. I wonder if that's a tagged fish or a parasite right there. That's very interesting. Guys, check this out. I got this giant bass right here, and it has a tag on it. You can see some numbers and even a tag number 14196. I'm gonna have to check that out. You can see it's got a little bit of spawning activity. I've never caught a fish with a tag before. That is pretty cool. That's a once in a lifetime right there. Well guys, I wasn't planning on weighing the fish, but I figure whoever's tagging it tagged it for a reason. I want to see the information about it, so we're gonna go ahead and put her on the scales. She weighs 6 pounds. 6.45 pounds, and I do not have my ruler, so I'm going to measure based off the rod. She comes up right here on this rod, so that's what I'm going to measure when I get home for the length. And now I'm going to record this tag data right here and then put her back. Alright, she is tag number 14196, and I got the website, so I'm going to call them after I get off the lake. That is pretty cool right there, folks. A tagged bass. Never seen that before. Alright, had her out of the water long enough. Let's go ahead and let her go and swim to get a little bit bigger. Enjoyed it. Heck yeah. Whew. My trips are limited out here this year with a new baby, and that makes all these big fish even more enjoyable. I know I'm not going to have as many hook sets this year as normal. That's why when you get out here on the water, you got to make those count. Here we go. Got it. Uh-oh, got me wrapped. Got me wrapped. Get off of that. Get off of that. Gosh, man, I just had the worst luck. I just watched that one come unbuttoned. She did like she was supposed to. Ran up there, got me wrapped around the log, and then jumped right off. Dang. So at least I got to see her good. She was about a 4-pounder. It's been a day of mishaps, but I'm still pretty pumped up about that one I got. There we go. Got one. Oh, what got here? Biggin. Biggin. She's going out deep. I'm just gonna let her go deep. Another giant. Oh, look at her. She decided to put up a fight when she saw the boat. Giant. Just toss the lizard. Girl, come on in. Got her. Look at that beauty of a fish right there. My goodness, that's a pretty one. That gets my adrenaline going right there. That is a spring Alabama fat mama. Up there on that bank to lay them eggs. I think I'm gonna end the day on that one. That was a beauty. Enjoyed it. Go lay them eggs. Alright, I'm about to get off the water and go call the number for the tagged fish, but first of all, let's go over the setup. The Zoom Magnum Lizard got the job done today. Dyed in chartreuse spike it. I was using a G Loomis IMX 7-foot medium heavy rod, 17-pound strand mono, Lew's reel, and you can fish 3/0, 4/0, or 5/0. If you're getting small bites, upgrade to a 5/0 hook. And basically you're just wanting to fish spawn in pockets like this right here. About 2 or 3 feet deep, these fish move up in these pockets and spawn throughout this time of year. And you can get everything that I was fishing with today except for the rod at BamaFrogs.com. Liz will hook you up. Alright folks, back at the house in the man cave. It is time to get our measurement for that bass and give this guy a call and find out some information about the bass I just caught. So it was right up to that line, so I'd say almost 23 inches, probably like 22 3/4, but I'll just say 23 inches. So let's give him a call. Alright, dialing him up now. Hey, my name is Steven Russell, and I recently caught a bass that was tagged by your company, and I wanted to see if I could find out any information about that fish.
Okay, just 1 second, I gotta get another. Can I look it up and call you back?
Sure, that'd be fine. Alright, she's calling back. This is Steven.
Hey, Mr. Russell, this is Lauren.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I found the fish. They just caught it last year in 17.
Oh, okay. They just tagged it last year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it was 21.7 inches long, and it was 6.2 pounds.
Okay. Do y'all keep records of what it is after it's caught? Yep.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I would let you speak with one of the biologists.
Okay. All right. Well, that's.
How big was he?
It was. She was 6.45 pounds and almost 23 inches. So she has grown. Do you know when the fish was tagged in 2017?
Let me see. It's Monday for my computer.
That's all right.
We'll get out. August.
In August. Okay. So that. So
August of 17.
So she has grown. Okay. Well,
yeah.
You don't mind me using this for our video? We're recording and using this for a video to kind of document everything. You don't mind me using this information, do you?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. Alright folks, that's going to wrap up the video. That is pretty cool to know that in about 7 months the fish has grown, you know, maybe a 1/4 pound and 1.5 inches or something like that. Maybe one day she'll get as big as some of these big girls. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. That was a pretty unique experience for me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you out on the water later this spring.